let's look at our 12th problem, and it's asking us what is a radical in mathematics. Whoopsie. 12, and it's asking us about radicals. Radicals. So radical, the expression in mathematics is defined as an expression containing the radical sign over here, or I should write them using different color. The radical sign right over here, the number over here, and let's do 32. And right over here, this is called a radical expression, a radical expression. And the number over here is called the radicand. The sign over here is called the radical sign. Whoopsie. The radical sign, and the number over here is called the degree. The degree. And the most common radicals that we're going to see is the square root. Whoopsie. The square root. So let's just look at some examples. So the square root of something, and because we use the radical with the degree 2 or the square root of some is so often, we often just eliminate writing the 2. So usually we just write the square root, or just write like square root of 25 without the actual degree. So if we see something like this, we know it means the square root instead of the cube root or instead of the fifth root, because we know the degree is by default 2, because this is just the convention in mathematics. So yeah, this is how we do it. And the square root, or the root with degree 2, it just means two numbers multiplied together, and those two numbers are the same, is equals to the number that's inside the square root sign or the square root symbol. So basically, two numbers multiplied together is equals to the radicand. So in this case, we know 5 times 5 is equal to the radicand. And in the case of the fourth root of 16, we know 4 numbers multiplied together is equals to the radicand. So we know this is equals to 2, because we know 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is equals to 16. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers multiplied together equals to 16. And it just means 4 2's multiplied together is equals to 16. Note this is different from 2 times 4, because 2 times 4 is equals 8. And it does not equal to 16. So it can only be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 4 2's multiply together instead of 2 times 4. They're different. But what it does equals to is 2 times 2 to the power of 4. Because 2 to the power of 4 means 4 2's times together, which is equal to 16, instead of 2 times 4. They are not the same. Not the same. So yeah, and some other example of radicals include say 16 to the power 16, or the fifth root of 16, the square root of 17, the 100 root of 93, or the cube root of 16, or I guess I could do another number, the cube root of 32, so on and so forth. They're all radicals. Yeah, so this is what we're going to talk about with radicals, and let's look at the sample solution. Yes, it also explained the terminologies and it given some examples of radicals. Perfect. Great. Job. The solution is correct. Now let's look at our 13th question.